All right, I am joined now by Fort Wayne Mad Ants star guard Josh Gray. Josh, how are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's my pleasure. And you had one heck of a game last night. Came up a little short. First place, Erie Bayhawks. You had 21 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. How much confidence does it give you guys as a team to know that you were right there until the very end with the team that's first right now?
You give us a lot. We went into the game thinking we can beat those guys. We came into the bubble thinking we was the most, talented team, on paper. It was just about how can we put it together and make it work. I think we all understand that, in each and every night, anybody can lose. There's so much talent in this bubble. It's kind of remind me of summer league, and we was expecting to win last night.
Looking back at that game, is there any things that you guys could have done different? Any adjustments that you could have made to maybe pull that out at the end?
Yeah, for sure. As we look back on film and break down the film, like today in practice, we could have executed better. We could have been more disciplined. We could have, made more shots. So we got a handful of things that we kind of diagnosed today throughout film that we could have done better. We're going to try to take to tomorrow game.
You had a seems like a really easy time getting into the paint, scoring for yourself. You had some nice floaters and layups. You got your teammates involved. Is that something that you really kind of tried to implement into your game here moving forward? Is to get into that paint and to make sure that you're getting your teammates involved?
Yeah, for sure. Like me coming into the bubble, that was kind of my main priority is, how can I make everyone on the floor better? Like how can I create easier shots for everyone and just make the game more simple for everyone. It was kind of weird because I came into the situation just thinking like, what could I do that I didn't show last year? Me, averaged almost 22 points, led the league in all scoring, or put the most points up in the league, and I'm like, what can I do different? So that was one of my goals, to just say, hey, whoever you put them on the floor with, I can guarantee I'll make them better and win games. So I'm just trying to, do the best I can as far as in those areas.
And obviously, your former team, Erie, as you said, you led the league in scoring. You led them in scoring, assists, and steals. Do you get a little added motivation when you're going up against a former team of yours?
Nah, not really. Most guys do. For me, it don't. Erie been nothing but good to me, Coach Ryan. New Orleans gave me a great opportunity. Uh, I show nothing but gratitude to those guys. Just next game on the schedule.
There you go. Tell me what this bubble life is like. Obviously, we got to see a little bit of it when the NBA was down there for as long as they were. What has it been like for you guys?
I think those guys did a great job, to be honest with you, as far as creating an environment, a healthy environment, as far as the practice schedule, as far as the buses to the arenas, the food, the convenience. I think those guys did a great job, and I don't think they, had one, negative test. I mean, positive test. So,
Do you guys
that
still
says a lot.
do you have to keep testing on a regular basis, or once you're in the bubble, or are you cleared for X amount of time?
No, you have to test every day. Every day at your schedule, you have to go test.
And I know
So
the NBA, they let some of their family and friends in the bubble. Are they letting you guys have some visitors as well?
unfortunately, not. I wish because my baby boy is anxious to get out here, but no, unfortunately, not. We almost to the finish line, and we made it this far with our family. Maybe another week or two.
Now, as far as any extracurricular activities that you get to do, I mean, is it just basketball, eat and sleep, and that's it?
No, not really. I mean, downstairs in the court area, they have like uh sandbag toss. You can go fishing. They have pool tables. They have tennis rackets. They have like different games. They have 2K downstairs. They have uh chess, checkers. They have different activities you can do if you want to, but just for a guy like me, I just been focused on games and just winning and watching film and seeing, how can I improve. But they do have guys downstairs that's really into those games. I'm just not one of them.
Do you get into like any Netflix or movies? Is there anything that you can kind of sit back, chill, and watch?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I have a lot of books with me. I get into Netflix and watch a couple documentaries and things like that. But I just be on the phone with my baby boy, and when I'm not, I'm watching Netflix. I just relaxing off my feet.
Gotcha, gotcha. Give me a series or something that you've seen recently that you can suggest for people to watch.
Was this it's a series called You. Uh, you know, it's a I can't tell you what it's about, but if you into documentaries and series, I suggest you watch it. It's on Netflix. It's super super interesting, and there's is my number one series of all time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Noted.
it's pretty dope. It's pretty cool.
I'll have to make sure to check that out. I got to get your take on, I guess, the evolution of your game since you've been in college. I remember watching you at LSU, man, a big fan of yours, and you've been doing your thing, obviously, here in the G League. As you said earlier, you led the league in scoring last year. You were with the Suns organization, the Pelicans. Now here you are in the Pacers organization with the Mad Ants. How much better of a player are you now versus when you were in college?
A lot of people ask me that just because of how it happened at LSU. To make a long story short, I think that was a terrible situation for me. Uh, just as far as style and fit, I don't think that was a good opportunity for me. But of course, I got better. I'm a gym rat. I work out 4 to 5 times almost every day in my off season. Like I put my body through the most difficult time, so when it's in season, like I can just coast through it. Uh, but of course, I've got a lot better. But I think I was pretty darn good in college too. I just couldn't showcase.
Is there someone that you watch in the NBA that you feel like you have a similar game to, that you could kind of say, I'm kind of like this guy?
Well, my favorite player of all time is Chris Jackson. My do rough. He went to LSU. You might have heard of him. That's my all time. That's who I study. That's who you can't ask me nothing about him. I know everything about him. That's kind of like my idol. So that's who I look, up to.
Okay.
And
Uh,
it's weird because a lot of guys don't even much know him. Like I talk to my teammates about him, like they have no idea who that is, which is crazy to me. But
Yeah, he was back in the olden day, that's for sure. But he was one heck of a player. There's been
yeah,
a lot of GOAT talk recently, man. Like with LeBron doing his thing, and if you can't tell in the back, I'm a big Michael Jordan fan. When you think of like the greatest of all time, like who is it for you? And if you wanted to, just can you give me like a Mount Rushmore of like the four players that you would put on that?
Jordan is like you can't even compare anyone to Jordan. He in a different bracket, different legacy, a different time and era. He dominated the game. He'll make a star. Like Jordan is the greatest of all time, my opinion. I'm not one of those guys who finna argue with you. I'm not finna go back and forth with you. I respect your opinion, but for me, it's Jordan, and of course LeBron, Kobe, and I like their jersey back there, Bird. Um, that's my top four. If I had to pick.
Okay, I don't hate that at all. That's pretty darn good
Yeah,
top four right
yeah,
there.
for sure.
You got 10 games left in the season. Playoff format is single elimination. How good do you think you guys are going to be come the end of the season? And do you feel like you guys have a solid shot of getting in and making the playoffs?
Yeah, like I said, like any night anybody is could lose. We just have to, string together some wins. I think we took some major steps last night by playing the best team in the league, and I think next game we'll be clicking all cylinders. We learn from our mistakes, and we'll let you guys know. Like we trying to get into the playoffs. We want to, we want a chance. So I think us going into each and every game with that type of mindset, we can win some games.
And obviously, your next game is tomorrow, Thursday, 3:30 Eastern time against Long Island. What are the keys to this matchup for you guys getting the win?
Push it in transition, have each other back on the defensive end, create a lot of easy opportunities, turn our defense to offense, keep getting in the paint and spraying the ball out and making guys better. That's our butter.
And obviously, the main goal is for you to make it to the NBA and find a home and get on a roster. How close do you think you are? Like, what is it that you're going to need to do and show throughout the rest of this season here in the G League to really secure a spot?
It's weird because like you can never figure that out, right? It just takes for one team to like you. All it takes is for one team and one person just to pull the trigger on you and give you a chance. But like I said, me just last year leading the league in scoring, putting up the most points, I showed that part. So now I'm trying to show that, hey, you can put me on the floor. I can run your second unit. I can take care of the ball. I can win games. I can make anyone better. I can get in the paint and create shots. I could do all the other stuff that I didn't, the guys didn't think I showed last year. I just want to show it this year. So like when I'm getting diagnosed and when you scout me, you could just put all of it together and if you like it, you do. If you don't, just keep going. It's a marathon.
I follow you on Twitter. That's Josh Gray. You said something fairly recently that I was really intrigued about. I'm going to quote you here. find balance, embrace timing, keep going. I want to get your take on just the mental side of staying positive when you don't get instant gratification. You're not where you want to be, no matter what it is in life. If it's you trying to make the NBA or someone else trying to move on in their career, like how do you stay focused on the goal and not let what's going on in your present moment deter you?
Just be grateful, show gratitude, just be thankful, live in the moment. Uh, a lot of guys here want to be in the NBA, want these mega dreams to happen, want things to happen for them, and they just letting this opportunity possibly slip from them by not taking full advantage of it. I wake up each and every day and just tell myself, okay, let's maximize this day. Let's be better than I were yesterday. I'm not thinking about, okay, hopefully I get a call up, hopefully I'll be in the NBA. No, it's like, let me control what I can, and that's, maximizing this day, and everything else will fall in place. So that's what I meant by that.
Okay, I love it. Well, listen, Josh, best of skill tomorrow night against the Long Island Nets. I appreciate the time.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.